If you read any article or you watch any video on productivity/success, they will tell you that a morning habit or having a good morning habit or a certain morning habit is absolutely the way to go. And the earlier you get up and the more you get done, before your day actually starts, the better for you. And I used to prescribe to this rule as well. But in today's video, I'm striking that from the record and I want to offer you an alternative. So I want to offer you a way of starting your morning, stepping into your morning in a way that is less stressful and less driving, and instead have something that's a little bit more flowing and creates a sense of spaciousness and ease. So even though my idea of what should be in the morning routine has changed, I still believe that a morning routine is so important. And that is because the way that we first start our day is going to affect the way that our day unfolds. And when we can start our day with space, and we can create a sense of ease, a sense of possibility, then it's going to pull out in our day versus a day where you just tumble out of bed and you're stressed because you're late or you've hit the snooze button so many times and you just grab a coffee and you run out the door. What has changed for me though is I don't believe anymore that we should do as much as we can in order to be successful in our morning. That's a very masculine approach where you have like a whole list of things to do and you tick off, yes, I meditated, yes, I read my book, yes, I journaled, yes, I did this, and yes, I did that, whatever your morning routine encompasses of. So in the video today, I want to share with you 3 habits which you can begin to incorporate into your morning that is going to make all the difference. That's going to give you that space of flow and ease that I spoke of earlier. And if you're excited to learn about them, then hit the like button and we'll get straight into it. So the first habit is to have both structure and flow. And I think this is what's missing from many morning routines, that there's a lot of structure. But when we have both structure and flow, it means that the structure says that at a certain time of day, in the morning, I have my routine, and the flow is I do what my body needs. Now, as women, we have a 28-day hormonal cycle, which is going to affect our energy levels. It's going to affect our mood and our emotions. And you're not always going to feel like doing the same thing. So we have to accommodate for what our body needs. So this habit of giving more flow is a habit of where you check in with yourself and you ask your body, what do you need? What is going to support you most in this morning? Some mornings it might be a gentle yoga flow. Sometimes it might be like a strenuous workout. Sometimes it might be just journaling. Sometimes it's going to be an embodied movement practice. So the key then is to check in with what do I need? What is going to support me most in my practice this morning? Habit number 2 is to carve out quiet time. So immediately, if you're a highly sensitive person or an empath, you are going to need quiet time in order to function in the world. You need that quiet time. For our morning routines, it's also important that we create this quiet time because this is really a time where you can engage with yourself. It's a time where you tune in with your emotional needs. It's a time for you to do reflection, and it's a time for you to really get into contact with your inner wisdom. All right, that's what we want to do. That's part of the reason why we want to have this morning routine before we engage with the outside world, is so that we can tap into our inner wisdom to allow that to guide us, to guide our decisions and to guide our actions as we go on and we engage with the world. So this carving out quiet time, it's going to look different for different people, and it all depends on your life season and also your life circumstances. So if you live with other people, it's a good idea to carve out this quiet time before they engage with you. All right, so this might mean that you need to get up 5 or 10 or 15 minutes before everyone else in your household, just so that you can have this time to get grounded and to connect into your body. And this is the one thing that you can't get away from, is that you might have to get up early. But think about it, you cannot create spaciousness within yourself if you are surrounded by chaos. All right? So what can you do starting right now that's going to allow you to create that spaciousness? Where can you fit that into your current life? That's a reflection question that you can, sit with for a little bit. And then the third and final habit that I want to share with you in this video is the habit of using all of your senses. So being in our feminine energy, connecting to our inner wisdom, which is inherently feminine, means that we have to be in the body. And the best, fastest, and easiest way to get into your body is to use your senses, right? We've got our 5 physical senses you can use that's going to take your attention from out there, and it's going to direct it inwards. And again, there are various ways in which you can engage your 5 senses. You might like to have a nice bath, or you might like to use some essential oils or light some incense, maybe go for a walk, have a nice cup of tea. Different things that you can use to engage the senses. And here's another question for you to reflect with as you begin to design this morning ritual that's going to allow you have both the structure and the flow. And that is, what can I do starting right now that's going to engage my 5 senses, with the idea that it will bring me back into my body? And then here is a bonus tip that I want to leave you with. And that is the power of reflection. All right, so as you begin to design this morning routine, it is crucial that you take time to reflect on what's working and what is not working, so that you can continue to tweak and adjust this. And this is also going to teach you the skill of learning to tap into your own inner wisdom to see what is working for me, what is supporting me more or most in this moment. What do I need to do more of? What do I need to do less of? What do I bring in that's going to allow me to have a fuller experience of my life? What do I need to do that will allow me to improve my communication or have a better conversation with someone, a more courageous conversation? So never forget or underestimate the power of reflection, which is really a yin practice, a feminine practice, is the ability to reflect upon where we are and then using our masculine change direction into the way that's going to support us most. And I'd love to know from you in the comments below which one of these habits resonated the most with you. So please let me know in the comments. Also, let me know your thoughts about this video and any other topics that you would like me to cover in your journey of self-love. Please let me know about those in the comments as well. Share this video with anyone who you think might find it helpful. Give it a like. And also, if you haven't yet joined our community, then please join us, subscribe. We'd love to have you on board.